recording. I moved like 10 feet to the to 5 feet up. I must talk to Titus Hardy. I don't need empathy for this. I'm cold-blooded.
It's you again. What is it?
I must remove taxes.
And
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
Nothing.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Didn't prove anything. I didn't do anything to her.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
Not really.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
Nostalgia.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Man, will you quit it?
Seems like they wanted to give Klasia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
I guess we win.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I ask for your opinion, not a bedtime story. Tell it to your grandma.
Oh yeah, it's awful if I'm a grandma. Yeah, right now.
But she didn't. She knows she can't lie to us, unlike you.
Fantastic. So now you remember how to do your job. I'm so sick of this piss. We should get something harder in here.
Hardy.
Yeah, guys, we should get a party going tonight.
Why?
Oh, Theo's picking up. Hold on. And Theo used to be the boss of the Hardy Boy Regiment until, well, Titus came along.
Maybe not then.
Success. They admitted to unlawful collaboration to derail the investigation.
Nah, I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head. Yeah, you're right about that. She takes way too many drugs.
The downright damn cocktail.
Well, it's as they say. You can't do anything with an underdose.
The Mesk says with a philosophical look in his eyes.
Yeah, underdose isn't an actual word.
Yeah, but I mean, she has an actual drug problem. Not like you. Not like us. I don't think I've ever seen her sober.
It's miraculous he doesn't think I have a drug problem.
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot.
He was shot.
I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
Brother is getting. He is at the end of the line.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over.
Yeah.
There is silence in the room. Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
But I'm good at rhetoric. Do 1 second. Do I have clothes? Do I have clothes to boost rhetoric? Am I come on. Rhetoric. Nope. That's minus I was minus rhetoric. Drama, conceptualization, no half-light, drama, logic, electrochemistry. Damn.
It's you
I
again.
got nothing Mazovian.
What is it?
Convince
Yes.
Titus. He's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
Well, I guess we solved it.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. In Martinez, they just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because
Because you work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
Shanky's name is Dennis.
work for the wrong company and they execute you.
It's just Hanky. Shit, you whatever. They can't even remember.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Uh-oh.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
What happens if I keep talking? You're gonna kill me too? In this bar? For nothing?
No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm too old for a shot like that now.
You're Angus, they're gonna kill me.
Suddenly, there's an awful ringing in your ears. Your body temperature spikes. You're burning all over. With fear.
What?
The most terrible fear. Bigger than any before.
Are they killing me?
To your right, you sense the air move. The lieutenant draws his firearm.
What?
You only manage to perform one more movement. An instinctive jerk to your left. Then, no sound. No one screams. It's impossible to say where it comes from.
They're killing
More
me?
dead cops.
What?
Sad news from the district of Martinez, as the bodies of 2 police officers are found floating in the canal. It is believed the officers were pursuing a murder investigation, but got caught in the dock workers' strike and were gunned down under unclear circumstances.
Oh.
Such needless loss of life is truly tragic, a local union leader, Everard Clare, commented.
I should have
and
backed off,
added
I guess.
that although the event is truly horrid, we can expect similar incidents to follow if right-wing vigilantes are allowed to run around uncontrolled and try to wriggle their way into well-organized neighborhoods.
Oh. Good thing I saved right beforehand. They can't stop me. They can shoot that guy. Well, that one guy
It's
can
you
shoot both
again.
of us.
What is it?
Oh, whoops. I gotta take another chance. Sorry,
It's you
Titus.
again.
I'm making you do some
What is
cardio, Titus. tape.
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
Nothing.
That fuck.
Yeah.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
Dark.
Change your
What did
mind.
she have to say then?
Nostalgic.
Funny.
Seems like they wanted to give Claudia a second chance to play along. She still didn't.
All right. Oh, fuck.
Please try.
This is just perfect.
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
I asked for your opinion.
But she did.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Why?
Success. They admitted.
I
Nah,
just want
I know. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
Yeah. But I mean, already.
the man who could.
Come on.
You know what? Next time.
This it
That.
yeah.
on the floor.
What is this?
Why do we make it 40, huh? 100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
to. Okay.
Convince
There we go.
Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardy will never falter.
One of the boys will.
Just remember, it's about more than Claudia. It's about these men and Martinez.
We'll take it slow.
Their district. Their responsibility. Outside, in the midday sun, ruins. The pavements are cracked and the benches peeling. Newspapers blow in the wind.
Well, we gotta go.
He'll get it. Go on.
Well, Nays, they just kill you because they
Got
don't like you.
Kill you because they don't like you. Or because
You work for the wrong
Goddamn
people.
right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
work for the wrong company and they execute you.
Just hang you. Like in the Dark Ages.
It wasn't that. It wasn't. We just couldn't get him down, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying to do.
Take it slowly.
The lieutenant has put down his notebook. His hand is resting on his holster. He gives you an imperceptible nod. What? What does that mean?
I think he's ready. I'm gonna see if talking to Angus will choose anything differently, because I might just get shot to death again.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus!
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
The little guy hits Angus on the back of the head.
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
I should not have threatened the man with the gun.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Evrard.
He gave up the ghost.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
We did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
Titus, you and the Hardy Boys have fallen. You only got Angus on your team for tech support, I suppose.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. The bullet in his head.
Another nod.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
The girl?
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't. Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way.
Gurning.
It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died. I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Oh.
Good analogy, boss.
Shut up.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
Looks like Shanky and Angus are on the chopping block.
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
That's why the window had to be replaced. They shot him? Okay.
It means they'd been fucking.
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Yeah, who's Tibbs? The window man?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
Tibbs Hardy.
Tibbs. That's short for...
Tiberius.
Yeah. Good man.
Bet their father's named Atticus Hardy. Lucretia Hardy would be their sister. Anyway.
Atticus. Lucretia. Is this... This is a reference. I don't get it. Makes me think of, first, it's probably not this, but it makes me think of, a series of unfortunate events, or, you know, whatever that book series slash hit Netflix show was called. But it's probably something about the Hardy Boys, which I think is its own media all along.
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Lady Driver.
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
She's being hunted, damn.
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
Oh.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing. Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
The only way onto the building is through her room. And the pinball machine... The pinball room. It's inaccessible from the outside because the blue door... I would say it's inaccessible because of the blue door, but at the same time... we know the key is missing? I gotta think about this. So it's either that he was sniped, which a precise shot into the mouth. If it was intentional that it was in the mouth, that would have been ludicrous. He had to be some kind of military man, which, as far as we know, the only military men in time are the mercenaries. And well, I guess it would be really hard to say it's a hanging if they didn't shoot him in the mouth, which isn't related to the murder. He was murdered for other reasons. The hanging was done post-mortem by the Hardy Boys to cover it up. So, we're kind of back to square one. But this guy, I guess he either snuck in through the pinball, the pinball area. Must have came in through the pinball area with the key that we don't have. And secondly, it's weird. It's very close. I guess, you know, because Glassy was so drugged up, she probably didn't notice the guy out of the window. Oh. But that just adds to the mystery. Where did the key go? But it came from out the window.
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
So it's either it's either a sniper or the mystery man got through the door.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klausya. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
You're the one covering it up, man.
These theories, not bad. Don't buy either one, but still, this guy's not as dumb as he looks.
Who decided to hang him?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
So,
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head. That woman is just affiliated with the Hardy Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
it feels like his voice changed.
We're Hardy Boys. And that's it. Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klausya you want to talk to. You do that.
Fine.
Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames. It carries newspapers, circles the whirling in rags in a warm column.
Lots of columns of wind.
She, Klausya, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But, that's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
We'll take that
True.
into account.
So, I got 3 points. Whole story from Titus. Get the story from Classier. Map. Measurehead. I can try Measurehead again. Probably not. Wait, the window is back? I thought I tried that already. Is it time?
Behind the dockworkers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Note in the workshop. Is this where the plant is?
There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Light yellow, faded with time. A tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket. Hanging from it, a bronze key. Someone hid the key in the bush and attached a yellow ribbon to make it easier to find.
Kind of counterintuitive.
It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence.
Huh?
Can I slide by so I can grab the thing?
I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help right now.
Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The Hawthorne's got a bitch of a bite.
Oh.
I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there.
With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table.
Why?
To you.
Thank you.
The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence.
Come on, man. We were just having some fun. Where's the harm in...
I'm tired of listening to your shit.
Thank
Don't
you.
thank me. I don't give two shits about your key.
Okay.
Didn't even know it was there. Boys.
No idea.
Never even seen it. Someone must have hidden it there before this room became our place.
It's for the blue door in the kitchen. There was a note there that you missed. It said the workshop key is behind the window. It's this key.
I must have... I guess I misread it? Maybe I'll get extra guard points.
You see a heavy steel door. The key fits the dimple lock. It takes a bit of effort to turn it after all these years. But then, the lock clicks.
Nice, nice. This pinball says Franco-Nigerian. The theme is horses and swords. Now I could use this as a... If necessary, I could probably get into Classy's room. Maybe something could be happening up there if she is a point of interest.
Can I help you? Another thing. Great. I love those.
Oh, okay.
Yes?
Can't tell him about how I have the key, but... Oh, well... Oh. Why is it so freaky up here? We have...
It's always good to see you.
Your room?
Yeah?
The elevator.
I did not. Mystery solved then. I kept wondering where it led.
There may be more to this mystery at some later time. She's holding back. Let's make a mental note for now.
The peephole.
A peephole? You mean like a hole in the wall?
Yes, looking into your bedroom, miss.
Maybe that's how the gunman figured out he was in there. If we are... Because I doubt he's some kind of sniper, because that's a damn good shot to make through a small window pane into a bedroom. But if the guy really did sneak up here using the window key... Although... If he did take the key, I wonder why he put it back. Yeah, I don't know. My theory, he broke into the blue door with the key, came up here with the old ass elevator, just stepped through the dust, used the people to confirm that Classy and the mercenary guy were Lely, something like that. They were canoodling, came out here onto the balcony, shot him through the window, and I would assume left out the same way. But the problem is we've only have a single set of footprints leading outwards. And if the guy the guy would have had to have left through the door in order to barricade it again. So either his footprints back, the gunman's footprints back didn't register in the dust or something, or if he climbed down the building somehow.
Okay. Do you think this is somehow connected to me?
Don't know.
Okay. Do you have any way of knowing how long it has been there?
Unfortunately, no. But if I were to guess, long enough. The perforation is under the bookshelf on your wall. It should not be hard to cover with some tape.
Shit. I don't know. Maybe it's been there for a long time. Maybe the local kids use it or something. I don't know.
She does. She must have some idea.
I'll be fucking covering it up with a lot of tape, that's for sure. Was there anything else back there?
I don't like having to press the issue, but she might. If logic says so, it's a success. I mean, it's hard to not notice a hole in the wall.
Honestly, I have no clue.
Yet, maybe it's something she's keeping for a later move, when she's more sure of herself.
Oh, okay.
Huh. This isn't good.
She's straight as a stick, suddenly.
She knows.
She feels like quarry, encircled. Her eyes dart to the door.
So, yeah, pinball arcade.
Okay. I'm glad someone's had fun.
Oh, well. Oh.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Oh, yeah, the Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
Guess give up the ghost.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two, then move on to questions. Is it? Something is off here.
Volition, I'll take your word
Shush,
for it.
I can't hear what she's saying.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
I'll go with Volition's suspicion here. It was an easy success, so even a blockhead like I was supposed to find it.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
No, that's not our department.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, golden grey in the noonlight. The Pearl, the Muindi Isola, the Occident, and then Aranye, the old, old world.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She's probably not going to tell me what she did.
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Fucked? People after her? Moral intern people? This isn't Orionese lit.
Of course not.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
I mean, it appears there's some kind of... If it wasn't some kind of local pervert, it might have been actual surveillance on the part of the murderer. With the peephole, I mean.
I did. I also had a side job selling insurance that I was really good at. Got picked up by a bank. Competitive intelligence, they called it. After that, I sort of, transitioned out of the whole culture scene. It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again.
A spy.
With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewsdoen County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewis-Scott conglomerate.
Big.
That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewis-Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
So she's got mercenaries on her, you would say?
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Let's keep it somber.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
I guess that's true.
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean. Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass.
He was stone cold.
I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could...
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
The hole.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me. No, I want to. Let's get this done.
It's okay. Tell us as much as you're comfortable with.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Oh.
I'm not gonna ask her, you sure you're not making this up? God.
So am I.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Very.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
If she looked before, she probably would have seen him if he was just out here on the balcony, no matter how dark it was. I mean, I don't know what the moon cycle is like, but if it was if all the lights were off at the time of murder, then the moonlight probably would have illuminated at least the movement. And if there were lights on, then they would have shone out onto the balcony. What with there being minimal curtains. There's no bullet holes in the curtains, so we know they weren't drawn. So unless he shot and then immediately ducked over here like the reflexes of a thunder god, I don't think he was out here.
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
What happened downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Must be the other girl? Perhaps the lady driver?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She's the leader?
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Probably more like the 2nd.
Why not? Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
So you could wash him off?
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
Oh, duh.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
Damn it, visual calculus.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does. Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would. Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Well, if this story is true, then Ruby at least doesn't have anything to do with the murder. But she is on it for the... She is the lady driver. She might not be. She's just the 8th Hardy Boy. I know I made some connections earlier, but I might have been jumping to conclusions. She might not be actually related to the murder or the drugs going in and out of the harbor.
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding. What?
Oh, damn it.
Why would I put myself through this?
I was thinking too hard.
Get myself cornered like
I didn't
this.
read it.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
He was a serviceman. He must have had a gun. Somewhere, lying around, close to her hand.
I did not kill him to defend myself from rape. I told you before.
I do need to know where it is.
That wasn't what happened.
True, sire. 'Tis true.
No. I specifically asked him not to carry firearms when he was with me. He only had his stupid armor.
Okay. Okay.
Like what?
Could the people after you have killed him? What?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
Oh, could the people after you have killed him? Okay.
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
It probably didn't.
Or I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
Well, here in a very dangerous location if we're dealing with a gunman.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
The way she just stayed there to see if a second shot would come, I guess that death wish is true. To defend other people, she's put herself at risk just by standing out here on the balcony. That gunman, if he is good enough of a shot to fire from some other building, and they did want to kill her, I think she would have been dead already.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there. Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
I guess they threw away his clothes because he wasn't wearing them when he died.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Okay, drama.
Last week, Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
Angus is Titus's brother? I guess that's why he's in the Hardy Boys.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there. Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
That can be arranged.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or...
Just for the moment. I have drama. What's my drama like? No bonuses? Okay. Conceptions like empathy, authority, drama. Okay. Minus drama. More drama. Oh god, they look terrible.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Come on!
But we are awake, sire. She has been forthcoming with sordid details women usually conceal. Most shocking details of the sexual kind. We are a bulwark, unbreached.
And you bungled it.
If you have doubts, just give us one example of deceit. Just one, and we will gladly change our minds.
Because I'll put a point in the drama.
Who is this personhood picking these seditious options? Can't you see the detective grows weary of your malcontent?
Hey, shut up, pal. I'm just trying. You failed.
Stop staring at her eyes and say something pertinent to the case. This is making you look like an amateur. It looks like this one's not waking up. You'll have to do it without pushing her further. At least for now.
Well, I got a point to burn, don't I? Drama. Try it again, pal.
Officer, what brings you up here in the rain?
Who?
Yes.
What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone.
What?
She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow wisps.
She is an espionage.
She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Wait. Am I bark? Is drama? Are you on to fuck all, bro? What?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Drama, you better not have me barking up the wrong goddamn tree.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number.
Thank you, Encyclopedia.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I am now.
Drama, you're ruining me.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, it's not.
Hmm.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
The rain has faded away?
It's Katarzyna Elysium.
The smile on her face is timid, almost painfully so.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugo-Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism. It also makes Klasia almost an alacronym for Katarzyna Elysium.
It was a sentimental thing. I wanted to be more me here, this time. So I used my nickname.
A nickname? Who gave you this nickname, Klasia?
Okay.
A teenage boy. 1,000,000 years ago. My parents were Zhimsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Elysium is my father's name.
Oh, that makes sense. Maybe some Nordic going on.
That's cool.
Probably not even Miss Arani 37.
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
Yes, they can, for lying.
Sure.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
Drama, you better not have me barking up the wrong...
Klasia.
She repeats with a pained smile on her face, her back pressed against the railing.
It was my first real boyfriend who gave me that name. He never recovered from the shit we went through. Because of me. He was a writer. He made Oranese lit. And I destroyed him. I know I'm shit. I know. But I haven't done anything. At least nothing illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in. The lieutenant produces a pair of handcuffs.
He's playing. He's playing.
Please, no.
He's playing.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
She knows something. She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby.
She was prepared with a whole plan beforehand.
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants. Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but...
So Ruby could be related.
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she's romantically interested in you?
She said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Well, yeah.
This is just an assumption.
I know what it sounds like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
Even if she wasn't directly related, like this theory proposes, then she knew about it. There is a case to be made that if she was fixated, she could tell what was wrong, that something was wrong with Classy. But this does the fact that it could be murder. Classy has a lot of problems, but none of them have been murder.
This is a familiar theory. You had it too, remember? Could it be that Ruby was covering up after herself, the lynching?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardys in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply.
It's not like she has anywhere else to go.
What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
You said there was a secret route there, right? She could have come up through there, then taken this shot. Right here, where I stand. It was too dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
Then slipped back downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes. She's been up here many times. She used to come to drink on the roof when,
The peephole.
She would have seen us. My bed is right next to...
You mean to suggest she made it?
No. No. Why would she do that to herself? No, I just remembered you told me about it, and...
She's not really sure. It was right above the bed. She could have seen all sorts of things from there.
Indeed.
Okay, and what? Arrest the liar now.
No!
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
I'm not going to arrest her.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret
It
it.
was a tool.
Something tells you, you will.
Yeah, fuck you, real volition. If it goes bad, I have points to spare.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
Oh, a breakthrough, yes.
Indirect modes of taxation. Turns out, those Financial Oversight Committee gangsters stuffed millions of hard-earned dividends away in the last place anyone thought to look. The hearts and minds of everyday Riversholians. You need to spread that deregulation gospel to the people. Tell them about that foreign fair tax. Preach that 98% gross burden. Preach it, preacher man. Set the brothers free. Taxes are racist.
I bet they are, huh? Ultra-liberal dialogue gives a dollar. I get a dollar every time I speak? Holy shit. Oh. And what happens when I put the shoes on? At least I got one of my empathies back. And this. Wonderful. If I do regret not arresting her, it won't be right now.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Light from the desk lamp reflects off the glass in an untarnished golden halo. Golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed. A two-hearted spider.
Oh, it could have been from 3 angles?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
It looks like the church, the peninsula, and maybe the sunken sea fort? Although it looks more like an island, an extra island to me.
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
Damn.
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Oh, yeah, I mean the firing.
There could have been. Then the rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago. 72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside. in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies.
Could it? Yeah, I mean, it's if we're so adamant that she's lying, could she have killed him?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void.
Oh.
These figures would be wiped out, Detective.
True.
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinez?
Might as well.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime. B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, Detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
I see.
700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
Not likely.
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
My main question is, how, if they're on the beaches and stuff, they would probably be far, like, they would be too far down to shoot into the top floor of the here. Unless the elevation is higher?
From where, precisely? I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
Much less from the roof. There's less people who are trained snipers rattling around.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one.
Yeah.
It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. It fits the hidden path through the whirling. A simple hypothesis.
Interesting. Very interesting. This has given me a lot to think about, especially in regards to Classy's Aranye disco dancer. Her credibility. It told they drama and Volition both really wanted me to arrest her. I don't think if that's the right play. I don't know. I mean, I don't think I can arrest her now. Maybe I could go back and arrest her, but maybe I should what was it? God damn it, just go. Where is it? There's a Volition, yeah, Volition check with Classy. Before I level up my Volition, I'll have to try it with Joyce, whatever that check is, but maybe I should If I can succeed that volition check, perhaps I'll get a better cut of her jib, as they say. I'll be able to judge her character better. Oh, Kim has a volition check.
Yes? What about me?
I think this is authority.
No.
Your brain sends the signal to your lips, but they refuse the order. Something is paralyzing them. You're pretty sure it has something to do with the lieutenant's eyebrow. It's like you're locked down.
No, okay.
The lieutenant relaxes his eyebrow, and you seem to regain control of yourself.
Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know?
No,
Good.
No response. He's having trouble processing it.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Not a fan. It's just the nature of lieutenancy.
The RCM deploys a self-styled structure called the Decomptage as its chain of command. Every lieutenant is responsible for 2 sergeants and 8 officers.
Damn.
That means the average lieutenant has to deal with quite a few personal affairs. Even you know this.
Focus on other people's troubles, not your own. That is a relief.
Your heart beats twice like a fist. The serotonin deficiency makes your teeth clench. The lieutenant glances at his electronic wristwatch. A moment passes. The lieutenant glances at the sports watch on his wrist.
What? Okay, so I googled it because I didn't know where it was. Apparently, according to Reddit, for some reason, this check with Kim is actually... It's actually assigned to the one in the office of the dock. It's the drawer. I can retry the drawer. Well, I guess that's just how it is. It's a little game's a little confused on the rest of it. Anyway, bye.